Today, I'm going to go through one of the latest music videos that I shot and how we were able to film in the daytime and turn it to nighttime in post. Now, quick disclaimer, obviously it doesn't look too much like a real nighttime and looks more like a blue hour / dusk. To get a true day for night look that you see in the movies such as Nope, it will involve a lot of money, more in-depth camera work, and large post-production processes. But basically for this music video, I've had the idea for quite some time now to shoot a video in the daytime, the complete day, but turn it into nighttime in post and really create that dusk sort of twilight feel. So this is a more in-depth look of the pre-production that I had for this video. We were originally supposed to do another song, but that actually got changed, which the artist brought to me a different song and I thought it fit the vibe of this treatment more, so we were actually able to change it the day of the shoot. But basically for this, I've seen it done plenty of times before. This is a treatment, the original song that we were gonna do. I've seen it done plenty of times before in music videos, specifically this latest Lil Tecca video for 500 pounds. They shot this in the daytime most likely. They had a lot more lighting to light up the interior though, to make it look more believable, and they just changed it from daytime and getting all that light in, and just to make it look like nighttime. They had a lot more atmospheric fog and stuff like that as well. And I also pulled these shots right here because if you see in the final video, I really just wanted sort of like this tree just in the middle of nowhere and for the artist to be standing right next to it. Yeah, just a couple reference shots that I had just so I can look back on. Color palette I wanted was just like this dark blue and gray. I wanted wide shots in like a big space. I wanted that 4:3 vintage aspect ratio. We shot this on the Sony FX3. I wanted a VHS camera, but we didn't have time to get one and we didn't have time to get those shots done for this video, but that was the original plan and the original treatment idea. I think it just cuts in really well with music videos, so I'm planning to use one of those for one of my upcoming ones. Location 1, I wanted a scene like this in front of the tree, and I wanted that to be like one of our main locations. Location 2, I wanted like a house, performance scenes at the house, but we weren't actually able to get that, but we did find like this little classroom sort of field that was actually in the artist's studio, just in like the back rooms almost. So we got super lucky with that. We didn't even have to rent out of space. It worked out pretty well, I'd say too, even though I had a completely different vision in mind for that first little part of the video. Location 3, I wanted like a vintage car. We didn't actually go through with this because we were on a tight deadline. We only had one day to shoot this and we weren't able to get that vintage car in time. But yeah, if you see in here, this is from the Destroy Lonely Looks Can Kill video. They kind of made it look more like nighttime, even though that you can tell it's daytime for the most part, but they made it look like this dusk blue hour type of feel. Concept, couple YouTube videos that I pulled just for reference. I think it's important that you have like how you want the final video to look in your head before you even go out shooting, because there's a couple things that you need to know while you're shooting to actually get that final look. Concept, again, day to night color grade. I wanted this intro segment 0 to 13 seconds from the song that we were going to play originally. Looking through like a vintage TV, we were able to get that. We actually found this vintage TV in the dumpster. Yeah, the intro actually didn't plan out exactly how I wanted. I still have this treatment in mind for another video, and then we just wanted performance scenes at each location. I really took a lot of inspiration from Lil Tecca 500 pounds and the Destroy Lonely If Looks Can Kill video. But anyways, that was the pre-production, the treatment for the video. Let's go into the actual video now and look at some of the raw clips and how I went about filming it. All right guys, so now let's get into this timeline right here. Here we have the full music video timeline. I will link this whole video in the description if you want to watch it. But yeah, we filmed this all in the daytime and I color graded it all to be shot like it was in the dusk / blue hour. So we have our new project file here in DaVinci. I would say before you start any color grading or anything, go to your settings, go to your color management. For your timeline color space, use DaVinci WG intermediate, and then for output color space, put Rec 709A if you are on Mac. That is the best color space you want to be in for a Mac display. All right, so let's hop into the project timeline on DaVinci Resolve and go through these clips. So here was just the first performance scene that we did for the video. This was the final clip right here, and this is what it looks like converted to Rec 709. See, if you notice, I actually filmed this in a cooler color temperature. I filmed this at a 3200 color temperature, so I already had that little bit of blue that I was looking for. But basically, what you want to do to get this day to night look right now is you want to convert it first to Rec 709. So this is just what it looks like without. So let me just create a whole new one that we can just create for to log. All right, so we have our clip here. We're going to convert it to log. So what we're going to do is we're going to create 2 nodes, spread them out, and we're going to throw color space transform on both of these clips. On the first node, we're going to basically just convert it. And like I said earlier in the video, we shot this on a Sony FX3. So we shot in S-Log3. We're going to convert this to S-Log3 right now, S-Log3. And then for output color space, we're going to put DaVinci wide gamut, and for output gamma, we're going to put DaVinci intermediate. And on the second node here, we're going to put DaVinci wide gamut, DaVinci intermediate, and then we're going to put Rec 709, and then Rec 709 And then that is our converted clip. It's a little bit overexposed, and that's something that I was going for when we were actually shooting this video, because I knew that he was in a dark outfit, so I didn't want any of that grain to come in anywhere. I didn't want to lose any of the details in there, and I knew we could bring it down in post. But anyways, after we converted it to Rec 709, create 2 extra nodes. Mainly going to be using this second node right here. What we're going to do is just really be in the color wheels the whole time, and you can pretty much get from day to night just in the color wheels. You don't have to go too in depth here. Basically, we're just going to turn down that exposure a lot, and we're already going to start getting that, especially for this clip since I filmed in a cooler color temperature. But if you didn't film in this color temperature, you're definitely going to be having to play with the blues a little bit more, play with the temperature a lot. But for me, just turning down the exposure is already starting to get that look. I'm going to play with the gain, turn that down a little bit, gamma. Another thing that I'm going to be doing, so I'm going to be bringing down the exposure a lot, is just bringing down that contrast and a little bit of those shadows as well, and then just bringing it down again. And we're already getting that look that I really like. See, it's almost already a day to night type of feel. I do want to get a little bit more blue in there for this one. I brought a little bit more blue in here. And then for the highlights, I want to bring it down a little bit more to the cyanish blue. Bring it down there a little bit. And I'm already really liking that look. And that is pretty much all you really need to do for this. There's a lot more things that you can do. And again, I filmed this at a cooler color temperature. That's why it's so easy for me to just get this look. But one thing you'd want to do is, like, if you had a cooler clip, you would want to be bringing this color temperature down, to the blues. You can put your lifts to the blues, gamma, and really feel it out. And you can really just see what type of image that you could get that you like. Also play with the pivot a little bit. I brought this pivot out a little bit. Yeah, and just doing that for a couple minutes, I already got the look that I wanted. This was the final clip that made it into the video. Yeah, I pretty much just brought down exposure on all my color wheels, played with the contrast and shadows, brought down the highlights a little bit, and yeah, that's pretty much how I got this look. Very dark image, which is fine for the most part. You don't want to overdo it so where people can't even see the screen, but you can definitely still bring out the highlights, and it's good that you can keep a lot of the highlights when you're filming in the actual day part. That's the big reason that we actually film this in day. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video. This is how you turn a scene you filmed in the day and make it into night. There's a lot more steps and a lot more processes involved that you can get into right here. But yeah, I would say just feel out your color wheels. You can definitely just bring down that exposure and put it in and put the color temperature to blue. Mainly what I did for this video. I hope you found this video helpful. I'd appreciate it if you left a comment down below if this video helped you out at all, and make sure you subscribe for more. There's going to be a lot more coming on this channel just like this. I appreciate you guys for watching.